Let him cook! I said let him cook!
It's Sunday, and I felt like making some fish and spaghettis. Where you from? They might be like,
Brother, what's that?
but where I'm from,
Cover all 9,000 taste bud. Aerate it. Warm it up. Driving up that top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
so come on, let me show you something. To get this recipe popping, we're gonna start with a holy trinity. Let's get that onion, bell pepper, and garlic sliced and diced and tossed to the side. Comment down below and let me know where y'all from. You don't have to pair this with catfish. You can use whatever fish you want. Red snapper, swai, tilapia, salmon, whatever. But for me and mine, we're going to use catfish. Let's get this recipe popping up in a pot. Add some oil, your ground beef, and break that down. While you're breaking that down, let's get the seasoning popping at you. Some onion powder up in there, some seasoning salt, some basil, some oregano, some onion powder, y'all. We're going to throw some W sauce up in there, some pink Himalayan sea salt, and also some Italian seasoning. Mix that up. Let's go. And y'all, I'm making 2 different recipes. I'm going to make one with me.
God, who the hell
Some hot links, but I'm not going to do that because my kids don't like it. Once you got your meat cooked and drained, we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw our sauce up in there. So add whatever sauce you want. This is what my children like, so this is what I use. Let's start on our meatless spaghetti. Up in the sauce, add some oil, add your onions, add your garlic. We're going to cook that down, you guys. This is the sauce that I went with because it's a little bit thicker than the other ones, and then I also threw some cubed tomatoes up in there to make it thicker. Go ahead and give that a little stir. I added more sauces up in there just to enhance the flavor, but like I said, you guys can use whatever sauce that you want. We got to season our sauce, so let's go ahead and start with some garlic powder. We're going to add some basil and some oregano up in there. We're going to add some pink Himalayan sea salt, some Italian seasoning. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese. We're also going to add some garlic Parmesan as well, you guys. Stir that together, everybody, and let that simmer. Let's start with our noodles. We're going to add some oil to some water so our noodles don't stick, and add you some chicken bouillon for flavor. Cook these until tender and stir periodically. And I told y'all we was having a fish fry too, so let's go ahead and season this cornmeal. To make this fish fry, I use cornmeal, garlic powder, onion powder, Cajun seasoning, Creole seasoning, and obey. Use what you want and be careful because this seasoning hit me with an uppercut from Mike Tyson.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You can see it in my face right here. I'm still trying to recover from that seasoning uppercut. But stir, and let's continue. Let's make some garlic bread. To make our garlic bread, we're going to have to cut our bread down the middle. Go ahead and melt your butter and your garlic and slather that on the bread. Add some cheese on there if you want to, like I did right here. Throw it in a broiler for about 2 minutes or until golden brown. For the meatless spaghetti, I made an Alfredo sauce for the noodles only. To make that sauce, you need butter, heavy whipping cream, garlic, or you can use real garlic, you guys, black pepper, a little bit of salt. Bring that to a boil and then add your Parmesan cheese up in there. Stir until a creamy texture. Once we're done cooking now, we're going to go ahead and add our Alfredo sauce to our noodles and stir. I also added some of the sauce and stirred it in as well. For the meat spaghettis, go ahead and add half of your sauce up in there. Stir it up. We're going to add the other half on top. Sprinkle you some cheese on top. We're going to throw that in the oven on 350 for about 25 minutes or until the cheese is melted. Same thing for the meatless spaghettis. Add half of your sauce on the inside. Add the other half on top. Sprinkle with cheese. The last step is frying the catfish. To your clean catfish, add a binder. I like to use mustard. Mix that together. I did not season my catfish because I seasoned my fish fry. Go ahead and coat both sides of your catfish. Me personally, I like to fry my catfish until it's floating to the top of the oil. Let me know what y'all want me to cook next and enjoy. Let's go.